taking on the Desperados of Houston. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys coming in feeling pretty good and ready to prove they're the superior team in the conference. With Charles Davis, Brandon Garden just about set for a start. We are underway from Houston. Oh, look at the juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
A loss of 9 on the play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now again, right side. It's Underwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Underwood. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Off the play fake. Winslow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Winslow. He gets it to Cooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more,
to put it mildly.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Up the middle they go. Santos. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nash. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Taylor. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
42-yard line.
Completes it to Coleman. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Taylor. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. The 17.
To throw is Taylor. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And the Desperados are an extra point away from drawing level. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Winslow. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Winslow. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Winslow. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nash. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Taylor to throw.
2nd and 6.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Nash. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Taylor will throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And he is is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
now a handoff up the middle. Underwood. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Underwood. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Underwood. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the gun on 3rd down. Winslow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Taylor. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. And a very as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and 4. Operating from the gun, Winslow. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
At the 49-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up
back to throw. Winslow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Working to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. Call that a gain of
11. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Here's Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
It's a gain of 4.
Now it's Taylor. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Desperados are able to widen their advantage. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Winslow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Trevino. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, it's Underwood. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Winslow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 7. First down, Chicago.
Back to throw. Winslow. And that's complete to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Number 18. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Taylor. He's got Higgins over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Santos. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
They'll sneak it with Taylor. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Desperados are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Visitors 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
They'll run on 1st down. Underwood. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Winslow. He finds his man. Complete. That's Trevino. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Porter. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
To number 82. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a gain of a yard. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Trevino. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
1st and 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Up the middle they go. It's Underwood. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's 2nd and inches.
Off play action. Winslow. Now a run here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Here's Taylor to throw. That's going to be brought in by taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Play action. Now Taylor. Now he'll tuck this and run. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They'll try the sneak with Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Santos has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Our home team 31. Visitors 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Shifts by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On the give, this is their fullback. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. 63 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Visitors 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Completes it to Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Santos. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mentioned getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.